Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be answering a couple of questions that you've sent over the last few weeks, and these are questions that have either been on my blog, through the YouTube messaging system, or on a comments on different videos. So the three most current questions that I received, I jotted down on a piece of paper and I'm going to answer. And the first one is, this person says, I have a Curio, but I can't get it to cut my design. It automatically wants to send everything to the Cameo. How do I get it to switch to the Curio? So more than likely what the problem is in the scenario is that you have a Cameo mat on the screen, so it defaults to the Cameo machine, which is the problem I have most of the time. More often than not because I forget. So to change this to a Cameo or Curio, platform, you need to go to the page settings or design page settings, and down here it actually says cutting mat. And if you click down, there are several options here. So if you go down towards the bottom, you'll see all the Curio options. So if you click on Curio, the mat changes to a Curio platform. And this is the same way you change in between the stamp mat or the portrait mat that's a smaller size. So that's how you switch it from Curio to Cameo. So once you change this and you send it to your Curio, it should cut out just fine. You shouldn't have any problems. The other thing I discovered that I often have to do is just turn the Cameo off, because if it doesn't see the Cameo connected to the computer, it won't even think about it. That's my other tip for that scenario. So I'm going to go ahead and change this back to a Cameo portrait mat so I can answer the next question. And that question is, can you load PNG files without opening them up separately? I have an older computer, and every time I try to open up multiple tabs, my computer crashes. So this question is actually kind of hard for me to answer because I only have a Mac. So I can't speak for PCs. You guys will have to try it in Windows and let me know if it works. You can tell each other in the comment section down below. But to answer the question, technically on a Mac, yes, you can open up multiple PNG files in Silhouette Studio without having to open multiple tabs. Now in last week's video, I did show it opening multiple tabs and copying and pasting because that's just the way I tend to do it naturally, but you can drag and drop. So if you open Finder on a Mac and you drag the image over here, you'll see it automatically just pops up. So if I go to another one, for example, like this one says the reason why as opposed to our reason why. If I drag and drop this over, it's going to automatically pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I don't need it. But technically you can use the drag and drop option and not have to open all those tabs, but I don't know if it works on a Windows system. So the final question I have is, can you save a PNG file to your library? It doesn't have any cut lines, and when I try to save it in the new version of the software, I see these three windows, and it kind of freaks me out, and I just exit out. Now, I think that question is kind of funny that like the person is like, oh my god, just exit, just click exit, when you see something strange, which I kind of don't blame you, because I think that's our natural reaction, is just run away, run away. But anyways, the answer to that question is yes. You can save PNG files to your library even though they do not have any cut lines on their own, and they will appear just fine. So if you have something on your mat like this that says our reason why, go to File and go to Save, and then you're going to go to Save to Library. And then you're going to get a dialog box, and it's going to look strange because it's going to be three different things. This is your design. It's actually four if you think about it. Your library designs, but this is like your library here in this section. This here is your cutting mat that you were working on prior, and this is the edit properties screen where you can change the name of the design. So right now the default name is Untitled 1. If I change it to Our Reason, and then I click close, now over here in the library, if I search for Our Reason, it's going to pop up. And you can see it there. So that's how you save a PNG to your library. It will save even though there is no actual cut lines. So that's it from me, guys. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comment section down below. And I'll keep an eye out for your questions, and hopefully I'll make another video just like this to answer those questions in a few more weeks. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.